guys, welcome back to the channel. I am IS Studios. I'm full of Sade, and this year I did my first ever art fight. It was very fun. It was very long. Technically, today is still technically art fight, but I'm done with art fight. So I figured I would give y'all a tour of all of my art fight attacks. But before we get into the flip through, if you like art, vlogs, in general, like, I guess, lifestyle stuff, then consider subscribing. So for my supplies, I mostly use my Canson mixed media sketchbook, and I did one in this. It was all right. And then if I use acrylic paint pens, I used these Artica acrylic marker brush. It's like a felt tip. And then I used my Ohuhu markers, and I also used a Micron pen to line with it. So let's get into it. I only did one sketch in this big one, or one attack in this big one, so I'll show you this. My original plan for these attacks were gonna be like, versus gonna be a mass attack, like 14 people, but I got so overwhelmed that I just didn't, and so we got down to these three. Also, I usually don't draw this big, so like, it took me so long to even finish the sketch that like, it took me like over a week, and I was like very overwhelmed. I did not like it. It was a bad time. And then like the art attack picture doesn't have the sparkles on it because I just forgot. Also, anyone else just forgets to line stuff? Because now that I'm looking at these attacks again, I missed a line. What am I doing? And I also, the character definitely has a cape. You can at least see the lines, but I'll keep it a stack. It was too busy and I didn't feel like drawing it. So I didn't. But that was it. This is like a pretty recent attack, but yeah, it was fun. It was cute. It was cool. These two are Lollyrock OCs, and this one is Madoka Magica OC. The common theme for art fight this year was definitely Lollyrock, because my OC Felicia is specifically a Lollyrock OC. So I'm gonna show you the stuff I chose to prep for art fight. I used Milanote, not sponsored, but I liked it. So let me show you the like thumbnails I did to like prep, or not thumbnails, but like to prep. I thought about doing a turnaround, but because this paper is so small, I'm like, this is not it. And it just wasn't turning out good, and I wasn't gonna force myself. So I didn't, and I gave up. I think I finished one before I was just like, you know what, I don't have to do this. And I don't. I think this is a picture I used on the Milanote spreadsheet, or sheet. This is her in her civilian form. This is a character I made, my pony Sona. Y'all saw I did a speed paint of this. So if you want to see that, I'll have it linked below. This is also a character I put. It was just this picture because like I only had one character and I didn't really like want to have just one. I wasn't really attached. I'm not really attached to this character because it's the pony Sona of my friend, but people did draw him and I thought it was very cute. So I can't get mad at that. I think I put this on there as well. The hair is not right, but I wanted to have the weapon and like the wrap and stuff. I didn't include this one. This was what I officially put down, or what I drew as, this is for art fight. I need to make it turn out well. And I didn't make her hair long in the back because I didn't want it to cover up this back detail, but so I made it sure people assumed that she just has short hair, and I'm like, she doesn't. I just did it so you could see the back of her dress, but it's like, it's serious, but not that serious. So on to like the actual attacks. This is my first attack. It's a Lollyrock character. When you're using like alcohol markers, it can't be a 1-to-1, but since I don't have a lot, because I have like 50 markers total, and it's like 40 of the Ohuhu, but I know that I have less than 40 because like I've been throwing them away as they die. But like you have to like pick. So I know I made her skin tone darker than what the reference photo was, but to me, I'd rather go darker than lighter. You know what I'm saying? But this was very cute, very pretty. Also, once again, didn't draw this line. Because usually, I'm not gonna lie, once I finish the drawing, I'm flipping to the next page. It's no longer important to me. This was my first revenge. And I actually tagged it wrong 'cause I only did like one each when you're supposed to do like full body, half body headshot. So I did it. I did it a comic style. I think I showed y'all the attack, but I'll have it linked down below. I think the attack that they did of my character was so great. I love this. I love the detail of like the blue is like showing like her transformation. I need to like use this detail in something else. I love how like I use like the dark blue to highlight it. They work at the FBI, so like you can like read the comic to see like, oh, like this is what the story's about. This is another art attack I did. Oh right, a lot of these attacks for the past month, each video has been a speed paint of an attack, and then on my shorts I have the compressed version of like most of my attacks already. I will not lie to you, I hate this attack. I'm pretty sure they attacked me, so I felt obligated to get revenge, even though that's not how that works. But I felt like very obligated, so I did a pin sketch. I think it turned out okay. I think it's like kind of hideous. They liked it, or they at least commented and said they liked it. But I think this was really just me trying to get back into doing pin sketches, and I did a couple pin sketches for a couple attacks, and it turned out okay. I think I just need to work on doing pin and pencil sketches more, but I really like how like the light color of the acrylic or of the alcohol marker like bleeds with the pen. I think that's very cute, but I think I just need to get better at pin sketching. And like I did use like that for art tech as well, so like I used it, but like not a lot. I didn't really feel comfortable. I think I just need to like work harder on like sketching and pen. Another one of camp counselor. All right, hot take. You can comment on somebody's attack of your character, okay? You can comment. You can say thanks. Even if you're lying, just say thanks. I use mine and the person's OC as camp counselor because they're a camp counselor. Like, I think it turned out okay. Instead of using my regular Micron, I used a ballpoint pen, and I don't like it. I don't like how if you look at it at an angle, there's like divots in the page because it's a ballpoint pen. I hate it. I don't like how Felicia looks. This took like a long time for some reason, but I think I do in fact have this speed paint up on my shorts if you want to watch it. This is a compilation of like small sketches. This one is definitely my favorite. Look at their like derpy little eyes. This one, it was all right. I don't think I colored it when I posted it. It was okay. Would I call myself a furry? Yes. Can I draw furries? Or can I draw like cats and dogs and stuff? No. Like, I suck at drawing it. Same with My Little Pony characters. Like, I just suck, and I don't know why. And I also have no interest in learning how to draw it correctly. So, like, I think I posted it, but I was, like, a little bit ashamed of it. Because I was just like, I drew it, I want to post it. I think I got their face a little bit right, but, like, it's, like, okay. This one I'm very proud of. This is the first time I think I did the grid method. My character, other people's OC, Lullaruck OCs, that's was, like, the common theme, which is why I think this looks very cohesive, if you will, because most of the time we're doing like a OC of like a magical girl, and that they have like a like set in stone rule for like the uniform. So like there's rules for like character design. So like usually like the setup of like this, like that is like a rule in world. Rule is like rule, but like rule in world. So we all look very cohesive with like the amount of white, because Lullaruck characters usually have a lot of white. They usually have like overskirts. They usually have this thing where it's like a jacket and then a skirt and like a sparkly overcoat. So I definitely feel like it's very cohesive that way, which is why I really like it. And when I add my OC into these type of like pictures, I make sure to have them like not front and center. Like, Felicia, you're in the back, because this is about these two. This is another one I did. I think it turned out okay. Once again, I think her name was Mimi. Mimi is front and center. Her eyes, I think they look a little bit wonky, but the person who owns her was like, I love it. I did so on alcohol markers. So yeah, another one I used the grid method. The grid method is like, it's hit or miss for me. I don't take it seriously, but I promise you, girl, like the sketches would be so wonky, but I really like how I did her knees. I think this is the best I've ever sketched knees. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Another one where I filmed it, this is the first one I did it. It was hideous, another pin sketch, but hideous. Tried again, it was a little bit better, but I think this was a warm-up. I like feel in my bones this was a warm-up for something else. Yeah, I think it's a warm-up for this or something. Like, I don't just do pin sketches and that's it for the day, you know? But I did it once, sucked, did it again. Then I did this one character because it's like, they were so cute and I was like, yeah, we are doing a pin sketch of her. This was someone's character, but it looked so bad, I didn't even write down their ad so I could tell you whose OC I mangled up. It was just someone that followed me on TikTok and I was talking about artfight and they were like, oh, put your ad, I can attack you. And they were like, oh my God, I was planning on attacking you anyway, which is so funny. But I turned one of their OCs into a bird. I think that doing silly art attacks is so fun because it's like, we have free will. Like, I can do anything to your character within the rules and their permissions they allow, obviously, but I can do anything. So now your character's a bird because I said so. But there was a speed paint of this one in my shorts. I know for that for sure. There's this watercolor and the background is acrylic paint. I think I'm getting better at acrylic paints. I'm like using them more than I ever have, to be honest. And I think it's like turning out really well. I'm like using washes and all that jazzy jazz. So I think it's like turning out well. This is one that the creators really liked. I turned people's OCs into wrestlers. I wish I did this with more characters, but I really just lost momentum after a while. I think in total I attacked 18 characters, which I think is a lot. Like, I think most people don't really attack that much with the amount of characters. I have like multiple characters in like an attack, so it's like more characters, which is why I was like stacking up points, but like that's not the point, right? But I turned them into wrestlers. So she's the Full Floor Crusher and Sparkly Dynamite, or Sparky Dynamite, because their character is called Sparky. And I give them little backstories. The character's favorite anime is like Fua Fua Some. That's like a real anime, and I was like, okay, she likes the anime. I feel like she would like it enough to name her like wrestler Sona after it. So Fluffy Crusher, right? And then like, I will say this character's OG like outfit was not at all wrestler. Like, I just used the colors, but I decided like she would want to have a fluffy skirt over her like a leotard, whatever, one-piece leotard. And I think genuinely, I think it's gonna let things marinate, because I will say the shading I did on that arm, okay. I feel like I'm getting better. Like, I think artfight, I really just like got a lot better at using alcohol markers, simply because I was using them the most, right? And then her name is Sparky, added Dynamite Easy. This is basically her original design. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But then I gave her a bra because she doesn't have a bra in canon. But I was like, in a way, the league is gonna let her go braless on the show. You know what I mean? This is another thing where I turned a character into a wrestler, but it didn't really work out because I tried to stay true to the character's background and story and like rules, and it just turned out like I'm drawing like a self-portrait, because like she's like a conservative, so I figured she wouldn't have short sleeves, and she's poor, so I figured she wouldn't have the money to like buy a new uniform, so I just shortened it. But it doesn't really look like I shortened it. It just looked like that's just where the thing ends. And the person who owns her didn't comment on it, so I assume they hate it too. But like, it's okay. I'm not really proud of it. It's more just like, I drew it, I did it, I posted it, boom. I don't think I recorded this one. But also like, it wasn't like, it's very minimal design. I think the original character had a necklace that I used as the bow because I wouldn't think she's gonna wear that necklace that she cares about when she's fighting, you know? There's about like a week gap between that one and this one. So I do this on, today's Thursday as I'm filming it, the Thursday of the same week that this is getting posted. I do this on like Sunday. I had this character saved in a folder called Magical Girls. She's an avatar OC, okay? So what did I do? I wanted her to interact with someone. What did I do? Oh, I just searched up avatar OC and filtered. Boom, I picked one. This is her. I actually messed with the face, so I just like ripped off a corner and was like, we're gonna do this again. This reference, I used the grid method, but it's definitely a WWE reference, okay? Definitely WWE. I messed up where it was going, but I was like, this is good enough. And I had her bending air. And I think that letting these things marinate makes me like them more, because why do I like this a hell of a lot more than when I did it? This is another very, very silly thing. It's even called silly. I drew them once, didn't work, they're a dragon, right? And then I was like, okay, and the dome was a cow. Okay, that did not work, okay? That did not work. I don't know why I decided to go with a cow, but I did a cow, right? So, boom, cow, boom, now we're in business, okay? It worked. I love it. I love it. I love this sketchy line art. I didn't do any line art because it's all pastels. I don't want to ruin it with harsh black line art. And then, if we're going to go in chronological order, then I did this one of someone else's OC who I think attacked me. And I was still feeling like I have to, you know, like, count it. Everyone who attacked me, I need to attack them back. Even if, like, I, like, don't think I can execute it well, or like, I was, like, just not feeling inspired. I'm like, I'm gonna get it posted up. At the end, I did give up a little bit, but I think it's okay because I didn't have to pressure myself to attack someone just because they attacked me, or, like, that's revenge or whatever. But at the time, I hated it because, like, the sketch wasn't turning out right, and nothing was really going well, and I was so mad. But then, like, I step away, and I'm like, actually, this rocks. Like, actually, why am I actually, like, loving this so hard? Yeah, so I turned another OC into a cow because I was like, well, the first one turned out so well. I'm sure the second one's gonna turn out so well too. It did not, however, I'm like not at all mad at it. I think I ruined it. Actually, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. You know, even though I say like, oh my god, I ruined it, give it literally like a couple days and I'm like, oh my god, why is this like the cutest thing I ever drew? And so after this one literally sucked, I'm almost positive I recorded this. I think I did. I think I did record this, actually. I think I did. Yes, I think I did, because I drew something on this page and then it turned out bad. And so I erased it. Like, you can see like the pencil marks right here. Yeah, no. I just think on this page, it turned out sucky. So I tried this. It still didn't work out. And then I was like, wait a minute. This gives it's licking an ice cream. Okay. Your character is now an ice cream. And the person loved it. And then I gave like, obviously I had to like name it. Obviously it's like, okay, blueberry ice cream, vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, cherry syrup, a waffle cone. The eyes are green apple gummies, okay? Whimsical, I have free will, and so do you. This Saved by Cupid, I think their Cupid looked so cute. I don't think I truly grasped like what like their essence. They're more like tan color and more the same shade as everything. Like it's very much like all the color dipped in the same colored pink or whatever. But I will say I didn't have the colors for it. Like I layered up this hair so much, same with this pink. Like all of this got layered to high hell. And I did not line her arm, okay? They were kind of easy, once again, Lollyrog OC, but I was just like, I love having two people's characters interact, even like in like canon, they would never interact IRL, and I love that. And this is like a bigger like space that I usually do when I work with the grid method, because I feel like because I draw so small, I just can't get the stuff proportionate to the grid. Also, because I do it very loosely, so I figured if I go bigger, it would be easier, and I guess it was easier. I guess. I couldn't really tell you, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is my this is my last art fight that I did. I posted it yesterday. I have no clue what they think about it, but like, I'm sorry, that was a paint marker. I'm trying to find an orange because there's a spot on this painting that I don't like. Okay, that's a pink. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this is my last one. It turned out okay. I tried to like blend out the red. You can literally see it on camera. Not so much in person, but you can see it in the camera, and it just looks like splotch. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Their character is very simply designed, so I knew that acrylic markers would be like the best thing to do it in, because like it's so like simple and cute. Like, okay, boom, we're using acrylic markers, and I don't think this took me that long. I didn't even use a reference. So like, I'm very happy with this. Actually, I flipped past where I was prepping for that mass attack that never happened. Right here it is, because I like to do it on like the back of like splotchy pages, because I'm like never gonna use them, so I might as well fill them up with something. So you can literally see where I was like trying to like plan out this attack. There's like American Guy episodes that I was trying to like write down. So like, this is another attack, this is another attack. It just didn't work out, I will say that. But this is my first ever art attack. How would I rate it? I would rate it like a solid like 8, 7.5. It's very good. I got a little discouraged when people wouldn't comment on my attacks. I'd be like, yo, what? I feel like I didn't get a lot of attacks when I said it online. There's like actually got a pretty good ratio. Next year, I'm gonna have more OCs. I had a brain fart. I'm gonna have more OCs people to choose from, because I only had a pony and a Lollarek OC. Like, we need more. We need more. So I think I'm definitely going to focus on creating more characters and doing all of that. I think I hadn't really been drawing outside of artfight because I had been prepping for artfight. So like, I was creating characters with the intent of, well, I need to finish this character design because I need it for artfight. And I wanted to fix this character design for artfight, but it just didn't work out. So I definitely, like, June, I was literally spending like, okay, I need to solidify these people's character designs because this is my OC for artfight. So like, I will say most of this sketchbook is genuinely just me like drawing with the intent to prep for artfight with a couple original pieces sprinkled in there. Like, this was for artfight. This was to like, I need to get this character design down for artfight. If not, I'm not gonna have anything. I only have a couple things where like, this was me designing a character that I was thought to get into artfight. This is the only thing I drew of this character in the sketchbook so far. So genuinely, my plans for after artfight is to 100% definitely just draw for fun, draw for me, create a character, create not. Pinterest is dead, bro. I cannot find any freaking references. However, I will say that I like will be drawing more fan art, I think in pencil or pen, and I need to start just drawing for me because like, I get it. I was grinding out pictures, but all of these drawings, like, none of it's for me. Even when I don't usually warm up, but when I warmed up, it was this, and this is for artfight, you know? So I definitely want to draw more for me and for my own, not for my own pleasure, but for fun. Even this isn't for me. Like, this was me prepping a drawing that I made for my sister that I'm gonna remake anyway, you know? So it's like, this wasn't for me, this was for someone else, and I think I want to get back into drawing for me, but I have a whole bunch of like stuff planned for my sisters, so I don't really have time to draw for me, and I'm gonna go back to school, but I think I'm just gonna try to prioritize drawing more. I think I want to draw some like Dipper fan fiction or fan art, and maybe some Mabel fan art. Just Gravity Falls in general. I think I really like those characters. I want to like try that, but it is currently like midnight. Even though the chipper in my voice is all fake, this was great video. I can't believe I like finished artfight. I think I did a great job. I'll have my profile linked down below if you guys want to follow me for next year or just look at my artfights. I will say a lot of those pictures are upside down / sideways, and I did it on my computer, so like I would take a picture of my phone, send it to my computer, and then I would post it in, and then I wouldn't know what the orientation was until I created the attack and it was done, and I wasn't going to delete it and start over. I didn't care. I only did one attack on my phone, and even then the photo was still sideways, but I didn't care enough to redo it. So if you're on your phone, you gotta rotate that thing. If you're on a laptop, you gotta rotate that screen, and if you're on a computer or a desktop, there's nothing I can do for you. But I do have a lot of speed paints down below. I think we need to do a playlist of Art5 2025. So if you guys want to watch all the videos pertaining to Artfight, this was like the month of Artfight. All I did was post Artfight. So if you want to rewatch all of those videos, consider doing that. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around for Artfight. I think this is a very good time for me as an artist. I think I did a great job. And I will see you all next time. Bye.